Hello friends, myself Dr. Ganesham Chavan. Welcome back in my YouTube channel. Friends, today we are having short presentation on conduction system of heart. In last three lectures we have come across with the cardiovascular system, but still it's my duty to show you by the video how the conduction, how the generation and conduction of electrical impulses which occurs in the heart that you should know. So by video it will be better way to let you better understand. So that's why I am here to represent that things here. So I hope you will understood this video and you will like this video too much. So for that, push the like button and share my video as much as you can. So here you can see there are four chambers. At the upper side there are a pair of atria, and at the lower side there are a pair of ventricles. And from the bottom side the superior vena cava is coming, and from the upper side from the bottom side inferior vena cava is coming, and from the upper superior vena cava is coming. So at this point here you can see, here it is the natural pacemaker which is called sinoatrial node. Here you can see, and from which the firing of electrical impulses will generate. And again here you can see, due to the electrical impulses, the spreading of the impulses occurs from that SA node to from right atrium to the left atrium also simultaneously. At the same time they are producing the impulses, and after producing the impulses, whatever the blood filled into the atria, here you can see the blue colored means the right atrium, they are filled with the impure blood which are coming from the superior inferior vena cava and the coronary sinus, and at the left side in the left atrium it is filled with the red color blood which is coming from the pulmonary trunk. Now here I will forward this. Now once the sinoatrial node is comes as a pacemaker, here you can see whatever the impulses has been generated, it is a natural pacemaker. It has generated the pace, and that pace has been simultaneously transferred to the left side as well. So that's why to the left side means left atrium also going to be produce the depolarization, so it will produce the action potential. And from this side, from the right side to the left side, immediately they will transfer, and from the SA node which is the natural pacemaker, it will transfer that impulses from SA node to the atrioventricular node. It is also called as AV node, which is at the bottom side. It is in between the ventricle and the atria. So at this center side it is there, and it is the gateway for the impulses conduction for the ventricles. Means from this point, from the AV node, the impulses will enter into your ventricles. Now by this video we will see how they are conducting, how they are transferring. So from this AV node, whatever the impulses has been transferred or coming from the AC node, it will go towards the AV bundle. What is AV bundle? AV bundle is a branch of right and left bundles. Now here you can see the impulses are coming from AC node and they are going toward the AV bundle. It is also called as bundle of His. So AV bundle up to that point when it reaches, so the depolarization starts into your ventricles for QRS complex. So here you can see now blood start to fill into your ventricles, and here you can see into your right ventricle the blood comes from the right atrium through this tricuspid wall, and into the left ventricle the blood comes from your left atrium through the bicuspid or mitral wall. Now here you can see from the AV node it will reach to the AV bundle, and from the AV bundle that impulses they are moving forward and they are covering all your ventricles. So from this AV bundle they will reach to the Purkinje's fiber. Here you can see Purkinje's fibers, and it will cover whole ventricles. And in this fashion, the conduction of impulses from the SA node toward the Purkinje's fibers, means whole atrium and ventricles are covered with these impulses. Now we will see by the platform of ECG, because if you know better ECG, now here ECG. Now as we in the lecture also we have discussed which wave indicates what. So there are total 5 waves. So here first P waves. So P wave indicate the atrial contraction. So it is specially for atrial contraction. After that, this Q wave, if it enlarges, if it increases, means there is myocardial infarctions. Suppose P wave enlarges, it indicates that there is a atrial enlargement occurs. Suppose the R wave increases, if its amplitude is going to be increases, it indicates that there is enlargement of ventricles. And if you will see the P wave, QRS complex and T wave, it can be divided into 3 compartments. Now we will see how it affects on your heart one by one. Now when the waves progresses, so we will start from the P wave, how it affects on our heart. So as we have already discussed, here you can see, so whatever the impulses are generated into SA node, so it will produce the depolarization of our atria, right and left atrium. So it indicates the P wave, and after that the contraction occurs and blood filled into your ventricles. Here blood filled into your ventricles, and after that whatever the blood has been filled into your right and left ventricles, so they are developing some pressure, and they are start from the QRS complex. Here the QRS complex will start. Now here you can see, now they will start to do the depolarization. Here the depolarization has been started. So for depolarization the QRS complex is responsible. So as you can see the conduction of impulses has been occurred from the SA node to the AV node, from AV node to the AV bundle, and from AV bundle to the Purkinje's fiber. Now the whole ventricles has been depolarized, and it indicated by the QRS complex. This up to QR it has been occurred, and the up to S QRS, up to this depolarization has been completed. Now after the QRS, so this ST phase is there, and here you can see, here now the blood pressure of the left ventricle is 120 mmHg, and your right ventricle is 30 mmHg. Now and the blood pressure into your aorta is 80 mmHg, and from here now the blood will go into the aorta. From the left ventricle blood will go into the aorta, and from the right ventricle blood will go into the pulmonary artery. So here you can see by this figure you can understand how the movement of blood will occur. Now listen here. Now as soon as the contraction of your ventricle will start, it can be indicated by the ST segment. ST segment is responsible for contraction of your ventricle here. So from the ventricles the blood has been discharged toward the aorta, and here the blood remains. So it is called systolic and systolic blood pressure. So due to which the blood remains into your ventricles, it is 60 ml, and what is the diastolic blood pressure, it was 130 ml. So here the stroke volume, whatever the blood injected into your aorta, that volume is called as stroke volume, and it is 70 ml. Now from here we will see the next wave, it is called T wave. So T wave is nothing but the when our complete blood go into your aorta and the relaxation of your ventricles occurs. so that can be indicated by the T wave. And there will be the continuous circulation of this P wave, QRS wave and T wave occurs in our heart. So in this fashion we have come across with this conduction system of your heart. I hope